Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Anuja Kumar and with me is VC Pramod with the Midday News. The headlines. A delegation of 11 parties led by Bihar Chief Minister meets Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the issue of caste-based census. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to launch the National Monetization Pipeline in New Delhi today. Over 58 crore COVID vaccine doses administered under vaccination drive in the country so far. Recovery rate stands at 97.63%. In Odisha, Lord Jagannath Temple reopens for devotees today. Last rites of former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Kalyan Singh to be performed on the bank of Ganga in Naroda in the afternoon. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur launches Iconic Week today as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal inaugurates India's first ever smog tower in the national capital, and 54 athletes to represent India at Tokyo Paralympics beginning tomorrow. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact National Helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. A delegation of 11 parties led by Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar today met Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi over the issue of caste-based census. Among those part of the delegation are RJD's Tejasvi Yadav, who is the leader of opposition in the Bihar Assembly, and BJP leader and State Minister Janak Ram. After meeting the Prime Minister, Mr. Nitish Kumar said the Prime Minister heard the demand of the delegation. He said the delegation briefed Mr. Modi on how resolutions have been passed twice in the State Assembly on caste census.
Scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, EBC, माइनॉरिटीज, हर तरह की बात हम लोगों ने रखी। वो एक एक चीज के बारे में सब बात हम लोगों ने कहा कि एक बार अगर ये हो जाएगा ना तो सब की स्थिति के बारे में जानकारी मिल जाएगी और उचित निर्णय लिया जा सकेगा, क्योंकि अभी जितनी संख्या उस हिसाब से किन्हीं को उसका लाभ नहीं मिल रहा है।
Earlier, Bihar Chief Minister had said caste census will benefit all sections of the society and facilitate better governance. The Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs, Nirmala Sitharaman, will launch the National Monetization Pipeline (NMP) today at New Delhi. NMP comprises a 4-year pipeline of the central government's brownfield infrastructure assets. Besides providing visibility to investors, NMP will also serve as a medium-term roadmap for the asset monetization initiative of the government. The NMP will serve as a roadmap for asset monetization of various brownfield infrastructure assets across sectors, including roads, railways, aviation, power, oil and gas, and warehousing. The government has planned a 6 trillion rupee pipeline of assets that can be monetized, which will include a range of assets put on the block for private sector participation. The government has also developed an asset monetization dashboard for monitoring real-time progress of NMP. The portal has been prepared as the government tries to provide a one-stop shop to investors keen on taking over assets of government departments and ministries.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said, in view of developments in Afghanistan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has instructed that MEA will brief floor leaders of different political parties. Dr. Jaishankar said Minister of Parliamentary Affairs Prahlad Joshi will be intimating further details. President Delhi Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee and Akali Dal leader Manjinder S. Sirsa said 3 Sri Guru Granth Sahib and 46 Indian passport holders to arrive in India today. Mr. Sirsa said the Delhi Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee is in touch with minority people in Kabul who wish to be evacuated. India has so far evacuated nearly 600 people from Kabul. India is carrying out the evacuation missions in coordination with the US and several other friendly countries. Our correspondent reports a small group of Indian officials is coordinating the evacuation mission at the Kabul airport. Another batch of Indians is expected to be brought back from the Afghan capital soon. India is airlifting its nationals through Dushanbe in Tajikistan and Qatar. The External Affairs Ministry has urged all Indian nationals in Afghanistan requiring assistance to contact its Special Afghanistan Cell immediately. It has set up the Special Afghanistan Cell to coordinate repatriation and other requests from Afghanistan. Meanwhile, 2 residents of West Bengal returned home safely from restive Afghanistan. Both of them had been working in Kabul in different educational institutions. The government today said that more than 57 crore 5 lakh vaccine doses have been provided to states and union territories so far. Union Health Ministry said that more than 3 crore 44 lakh unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states, UTs and private hospitals to be administered. The ministry said over 13 lakh doses are in the pipeline.
More than 58 crore 25 lakh vaccine doses of COVID-19 have been administered in the country under the nationwide vaccination drive so far. Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry has said over 7,95,000 vaccine doses were administered to the beneficiaries in the last 24 hours. The country has reported over 25,000 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, which is lowest in 160 days. The country's active caseload currently stands at 3,33,924. The ministry said a total of 44,157 patients have recovered from the COVID infection during the last 24 hours, taking the total recoveries to more than 3 crore 16 lakh. The recovery rate currently stands at 97.63%, which is highest since March 2020. Daily positivity rate is at 1.94%. After a span of over a year and a half, the students from 9th to 12th standards attended schools and colleges in Karnataka today. The state government has allowed the students willing to attend the classes in person in districts where the COVID positivity rate is below 2%. Chief Minister Basavaraj S. Bommai visited the schools in Bengaluru today and interacted with the students. More from our correspondent.
The schools and colleges wore a festive look today with teachers and students meeting each other in person after a long gap of over 1.5 years. The Chief Minister was told by students that online classes had its own limitations as they could not interact with teachers and classmates as they can in the physical classes. The teachers also are happy to have their students back. Speaking to media persons after visit of a school in Malleshwaram, the Chief Minister has said that the students are happy with the government decision to open offline classes.
Students are all very happy. They have expressed their happiness because online there was a lot of other issues where communication is an issue, network was an issue. But here one-to-one direct dialogue with the teacher, teaching will be better, understanding will be better, and they are with the friends. So mentally they are very happy. It's like they have got really a freedom today from COVID.
The Chief Minister has said that experts and educationists will be consulted by this month end on the possibility of opening the classes from the 1st standard to 8th standard also. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
The Madhya Pradesh government, along with regular vaccination in the state, is also organizing mega vaccination campaign on August 25th and 26th. More from our Bhopal correspondent.
Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan informed that in the vaccination mega campaign, corona vaccine would be administered on August 25 and August 26 at the designated centers. Chief Minister has appealed to the general public, including all corona volunteers, public representatives, voluntary organizations, to extend their full cooperation and make it a complete success. So far, more than 4 crore people have got the first and second doses of the vaccine administered in the state. The population eligible for vaccination in the state is 5 crore 48 lakh 90,000. Pooja Pivardhan, AIR News, Bhopal.
The restrictions on timings to open markets have been relaxed in Delhi. The markets will remain open as per normal timings from today onwards. The decision has been taken by the Delhi government as the number of COVID cases have declined in recent weeks. Earlier, due to COVID pandemic, The markets were allowed to function till 8 p.m.
In Odisha, the world-famous Sri Jagannath temple in Puri has been reopened for the general devotees from today. The temple was closed for the public since the 24th of April in view of the pandemic. More from our Bhubaneswar correspondent.
With the fresh cases of COVID-19 having plateaued at around 1,000 per day, the Sri Mandir in Puri is being reopened for the public after a long gap of about 4 months. Adequate safety and security measures have been put in place to ensure smooth darshan of the deities with strict adherence to COVID-19 preventive protocols. The temple that was reopened last Monday only for the servitors and citizens of Puri will now be open for all others from 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening from today. However, the devotees would have to produce their final COVID-19 vaccination certificate or negative reports of RT-PCR test conducted within 96 hours of their visit to the temple, along with photo identity card in order to gain entry into the temple premises. Girish Chandra Das, AIR News, Bhubaneswar.
In Tamil Nadu, movie theatres are reopened today with 50% audience at a time. The government's relaxation for movie theatres comes after a 4-month-long break due to COVID-19. Transport to the neighbouring Andhra and Karnataka were also opened today.
In Manipur, the state government has decided to continue to enforce night curfew with more relaxation in the wake of the improved COVID-19 situation in the state. The night curfew from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. will be enforced from today till the 6th of September, while it has instructed all secretariat departments and Manipur government offices of India to function with e-office and physical attendance of Group A officers and 50% of remaining staffs from today by taking adequate precaution and strictly following COVID-appropriate behavior. The construction works of railways and works under NREGA will be continued, while roster chart has been issued for opening the shops based on the type of items in the market area. All agricultural works, including fisheries, will remain open during the given period. Meghalaya government decided to lift restrictions on cinema halls, public parks and other sports activities from today. After the restrictions were lifted, public parks located in the city and adjoining areas, it saw very few people visiting after it had been closed down for almost 3 months. Cinema halls in the city saw their doors open with 1/3 occupancy, but few people were there. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. A delegation of 11 parties led by Bihar Chief Minister meets Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the issue of caste-based census. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to launch the National Monetization Pipeline in New Delhi today. Over 58 crore COVID vaccine doses administered under vaccination drive in the country so far. Recovery rate stands at 97.63%. In Odisha, Lord Jagannath Temple reopens for devotees today. Last rites of former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Kalyan Singh to be performed on the bank of Ganga in Naroda this afternoon. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launches Iconic Week today as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal inaugurates India's first ever smog tower in the national capital. And 54 athletes to represent India at the Tokyo Paralympics beginning tomorrow. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो कुछ वादा करते हैं, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे.
आजादी के आंदोलन के खजाने में ऐसे ढेरों शब्द जिन्होंने बदल दिए इतिहास. तारीख बदलने वाले लफ्जों पर आकाशवाणी समाचार ला रहा है विशेष कार्यक्रम धरोहर हर सोमवार.
Welcome back to the Midday News on All India Radio. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has inaugurated India's first ever smog tower in the national capital in Connaught Place area to improve air quality. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Kejriwal said the smog tower will be able to improve the air quality in a radius of around 1 kilometer. He said it will purify 1,000 cubic meter of air per second. Mr. Kejriwal said if the performance of the smog tower is found to be satisfactory, then it will replicate similar smog towers throughout Delhi. The smog tower was built at the cost of 20 crore rupees. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur has started off the iconic week from today till the 29th of this month as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. In a tweet, Publication Division said it is all set to introduce its readers to the tribal freedom fighters of India.
Last rites of former CM of UP, Kalyan Singh, will be performed today afternoon at Naroda Ghat in Bulandshahr district. Many leaders, ministers and chief ministers are reaching the cremation ground. Mortal remains of former CM are being taken to Naroda Ghat in Bulandshahr. The state government has declared holiday on the occasion. He breathed his last on Saturday at Lucknow after a long illness. State government has announced that the road leading to Ram Janmabhoomi in Ayodhya will be named after Kalyan Singh. Besides Ayodhya, one road each in Lucknow, Prayagraj, Bulandshahr and Aligarh will also be named after him. A report.
The man synonymous to the Ram Temple movement in Uttar Pradesh is no more. Kalyan Singh played an important role during the temple movement and refused to open fire on car sevaks in Ayodhya on 6 December 1992. A grassroots worker of RSS and later a popular OBC face of Bharatiya Janata Party, Kalyan Singh was in jail during emergency also, but people remember him as a chief minister who wrote his resignation on his letter pad after demolition of Babri Masjid and proudly said that he has no regret. Born in Aligarh district of western Uttar Pradesh, Kalyan Singh became instrumental in the formation of first BJP government in the Hindi heartland in 1991 and Saffron Party rewarded him with chief minister post. He again became chief minister of Uttar Pradesh in 1997, but differences appeared between him and senior party leaders including Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This was the beginning of the end of Kalyan Singh's charisma. Later he parted ways with the party and formed his own Rashtriya Kranti Party. He came back to party's fold in 2004 again, but left the BJP in 2009 and entered in alliance with his arch rival Mulayam Singh Yadav of the Samajwadi Party. He again joined BJP and became governor of Rajasthan, a post he held for 5 years till September 2019. In September 2020, a CBI court acquitted him and 32 others in the long-standing case of Babri Mosque demolition, which was a big movement for Kalyan Singh. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The Rajasthan government has announced a 2-day state mourning on Sunday and Monday following the demise of former Governor Kalyan Singh. The decision was taken at a cabinet meeting yesterday.
Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh has advised Navjot Singh Sidhu's advisers not to speak on sensitive and international matters. Chief Minister also urged Sidhu to rein in his advisers before they end up doing more damage to the country's interests. A false claim is being made in a WhatsApp message that the Government of India, in collaboration with an organization, is providing work from home opportunities. Press Information Bureau has said that no such announcement has been made by the government. It said this claim is fake and cautioned people to not engage with such fraudulent links. The Enforcement Directorate today filed its first charge sheet in the money laundering case before the Special Court against 2 associates of former Home Minister Shri Anil Deshmukh. The charge sheet includes evidences found against Anil Deshmukh's personal secretary Sanjeev Palande and personal aide Kundan Shinde.
As our nation celebrates the 75th year of independence, a series of events are being organized by the government as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. To commemorate the occasion as Janmotsav, All India Radio News brings its listeners a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history. The quiz is being conducted every Monday and Tuesday in the morning news since 16th of August and will continue till the 15th of August 2022.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
And coming to our third question of the Amrit Mahotsav quiz in English, name the commission set up by the Britishers in 1920 to probe the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Listeners can send their responses to the question over email on amritmahotsavquiz@gmail.com. One participant will be selected as a winner and will be announced in tomorrow's 8:30 morning bulletin. Winner will be awarded an e-certificate and a token prize.
Azadi Ka Safar every day with All India Radio from Monday the 16th of August. As part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, News Services Division of All India Radio brings to you the story of glorious struggle and sacrifices of freedom fighters on 100.1 FM Gold channel in the English news bulletins at 8:30 AM, 2 PM and 8:30 PM. Stay tuned.
Let's listen now to our special program Azadi Ka Safar.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day. The day of 23rd August is important in the history of freedom movement because on this day in the year 1933, Mahatma Gandhi was released from Yerwada jail as his health deteriorated following a fast. In the beginning of August in 1933, Bapu declared his intention to offer individual satyagraha. The colonial government arrested Bapu in Ahmedabad and sent him to Sabarmati prison. Later, he was shifted to Yerwada jail, where he began a fast on August the 16th because he was not allowed his work for Harijans from inside the jail. However, on August the 20th, he was admitted to a hospital, still a prisoner. By August the 23rd, his condition was serious and he was released unconditionally.
In today's episode, we also bring you the story of a great freedom fighter, Tanguturi Prakasham Pantulu, who is popularly called Andhra Kesari. It was today in 1872 that the famous freedom fighter was born in present-day Prakasham district in Andhra Pradesh. The district was named after him. He is known for his grit and valor against the British. In a famous incident, he stood before the police to shoot at him during the Simon Commission's visit to then Madras in 1928. His act of valor before the British police during the Simon Commission, Prakasham is also well known for his active participation in the non-cooperation movement in 1922. He organized a demonstration by 30,000 Congress volunteers in Guntur. In 1942, when the call for Quit India was given by Mahatma Gandhi during the Bombay session of the Congress, demanding an end to the British rule in India, Prakasham was one of the active participants. He was arrested and jailed for more than 3 years.
During the freedom movement, Prakasham also founded the Swarajya magazine and spread nationalistic sentiments across the country. Tanguturi Prakasham graduated from the Madras Law College. After practicing as a lawyer for 14 years, he went to England and completed the barrister's course to qualify as a lawyer in the Madras High Court. He met Gandhiji for the first time on a ship to London. He was fascinated by Gandhiji's idea for the freedom struggle. He served as State Congress President 4 times before the independence. He also served as the Chief Minister of the state of Madras and Andhra. His administrative abilities were reflected in his important decisions in manifold areas of statecraft. The Zamindari Abolition Report, prepared by him for Madras province, became the precursor of the Government of India's efforts to abolish the system in the country. On May the 20th, 1957, the country lost one of its greatest sons and freedom fighters. India is forever indebted to the selfless service of these great men who fought for the independence of the country.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in next episode tomorrow.
Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games are all set to begin tomorrow, with the opening ceremony set to kick off the event in style. The main concept for the opening ceremony is "We Have Wings." During the sporting event, 54 Indian athletes will compete in 9 sports disciplines, including archery, athletics, track and field, badminton, swimming, weightlifting, among others. This is the biggest ever contingent India has sent to any Paralympic. All 54 athletes are part of Target Olympic Podium Scheme, TOPS scheme.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated to the Indian athletes for bringing home 2 silver medals and a bronze medal at World Athletics Under-20 Nairobi 2021. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said athletics is gaining popularity across India, and this is a great sign for the times to come. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that Indian men's and women's contingent comes back with a total of 11 medals, including 4 silvers at the Junior World Wrestling Championships 2021. In a tweet, Mr. Modi congratulated to the team for the success and wished for their future endeavours.
At the stock markets, after a solid opening in the morning, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange pared its gains in a highly choppy session to trade 239 points or 0.4% higher at 55,568 in the afternoon session a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange climbed 58 points or 0.3% to 16,503.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for today. National capital Delhi is likely to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Minimum temperature was 26 degrees Celsius, while maximum is likely to be nearly 35 degrees. Mumbai will also have generally cloudy sky with light rain. There will be not much change in temperature, as it will hover between 24 and 30 degrees Celsius. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Temperature will move to a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius from a minimum of 25 Celsius. Kolkata will have partly cloudy sky with possibility of moderate rain or thunderstorm. Bengaluru will have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Guwahati will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain. Imphal will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Shillong will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain. Srinagar will have partly cloudy sky. Temperature will hover between 17 and 31 degrees Celsius. Jammu will have partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. Leh will have partly cloudy sky with temperature hovering between 11 to 25 degrees Celsius. Aizawl is expected to witness generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. A delegation of 11 parties led by Bihar Chief Minister meets Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the issue of caste-based census. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to launch the National Monetization Pipeline in New Delhi today. Over 58 crore COVID vaccine doses administered under vaccination drive in the country so far. Recovery rate stands at 97.63%. In Odisha, Lord Jagannath Temple reopens for devotees today. Last rites of former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Kalyan Singh to be performed on the bank of Ganga in Narora in the afternoon. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur launches Iconic Week today as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal inaugurates India's first ever smog tower in the national capital, and 54 athletes to represent India at Tokyo Paralympics beginning tomorrow. And with that, we end the midday news.